Hi, my name is Eric Hartzell, and I'm going to talk to you about my internship this year with the SVSU Athletic Department. I originally started out as a pre-physical therapy major. Eventually, I switched my focus to osteopathy. After that, I eventually switched back to pre-PT and then decided that exercise physiology was the way that I wanted to go. After making all these switches, I eventually decided that sports administration was the direction that I really wanted to head. As I said before, my internship was with the SVSU Athletic Department. My site supervisors were John Pike and Mike O'Hearn. These next few videos show a little bit of the facilities that we have here at SVSU and where I work. The next few pictures shows me working in the field, as well as some of the different facilities that I was able to work in here at SVSU. You can see different type of aspects as far as stuff that's going on in camp, as well as the great facilities that SVSU does offer us here. Why did I choose the SVSU Athletic Department? Well, all through my life, I've played sports, coached, or just been around them for pretty much every aspect of my life. And then when I went to the SVSU internship fair, I was able to meet with John and Mike, my site supervisors, and I talked to them for a brief time about what to expect from my internship. And then right at that moment, I knew that that was kind of something that I wanted to do. I could tell that they both loved what they did, and I was going to be able to get a lot out of the internship. As well as I got to work with sports almost every day in my internship, so who wouldn't like to do that? With my internship at SVSU, it was also a perfect location. I really didn't have to travel too much, and it was right close to my house. And then I knew that this internship would set me up for every aspect after I kind of talked with them. I knew that they would be able to show me the ins and outs and everything that I needed to know. Going into my internship, I knew I had to set up a list of goals. I really just wanted to learn as much information that I possibly could when I was in my internship. That includes anything from financing, learning how to interact with others, planning registrations for camps, learning about what it's really like to work in the sports field 24/7 to make sure that that's something I really wanted to do, as well as learn about the different athletic directing positions because there's so many different ones that I can actually work in. The big thing that I really got out of it was, though, I really wanted to gain connections and get job opportunities for the future. In my internship, I had different types of responsibilities. While I was in my internship, I was able to organize registrations for camps, which included making spreadsheets for teams and players. Once the camps were over, I had to balance the finances as well. So I had to take all the income, make sure that it was correct, make sure that it matched up with everything that we'd kind of looked at before. The other big thing was customer service. That's a big thing in no matter what field you're going into. You always have to be friendly, no matter who you're dealing with, no matter what their reaction is. You always have to be friendly with them and make sure that they have the best experience possible. The big thing too was I really had to communicate with my supervisor. If I noticed anything that was wrong or noticed that there was some financials that were different, I really had to communicate that with him. That's the big thing that I took out of this was that communication is key and you really have to make sure that everyone's on the same page. My internship actually allowed me to land a job this upcoming fall. I'm going to be working game day operations for all the football games. So opportunities do pop up when you least expect them, and that's kind of where I was going with the whole trying to make connections and future plans. So in the future, though, I plan to graduate with my master's in sports administration from Wayne State University. As far as what I'm going to be able to do with this, I really would love to land a job as an assistant athletic director or continue to work in game day operations. However, in the future, I love coaching, so landing at the high school level and being an athletic director and still being able to coach is really what I would love to do. The best advice that I could give someone entering their internship in their final year or entering the exercise science department is always look at the opportunities that come your way. You don't necessarily have to take all the opportunities, but you should always at least take a look at them and review the opportunity that's in front of you. The next thing is ask questions. Take in as much information as you possibly can, whether it's your professors, supervisors, or even your friends. Someone's always going to have a little bit more information than you do. The next thing is make connections. Like I said before, that's one of the biggest things that I've taken out of this is because it's landed me a job and it's going to set me up for the future. You really want to learn everything you can, meet as many people as you can, and always keep your options open. So, like I said, I just recently decided that I was going into sports administration. I've gone from PT all the way to the athletic department. So, you really got to make sure that you love the field that you're going into, and that's what's going to set you up for the future, and that's what's going to make you happy.